Beginning of Bussaco, Epic Napoleonics. A few things before we start. There will be quite a bit of noise in the background. Can't do anything about that. Today is Mardi Gras Day, and traffic is at a premium right now with the loud cars and the bass and all that stuff. May hear that in the background. Also, I tend to spend quite a bit of time trying to get the camera angle just right, because if it's too far back to fit everything in the screen, the scale of these figures are such that they're just so tiny, they're going to look like blobs. But then if I scoot in too close, we're not going to get everything in camera, and then I've got to adjust the camera as I'm going, and I have enough to worry about with that. So this is what I came up with for now. May change. Probably will change in later viewings, but as a compromise between ease of play and viewing pleasure, this is the best I could come up with. So, a little slow to go at the start. It's been a couple seconds since I've played straight commands and colors, and I'm going to try and do everything by the rules. That is to say, with the command deck, the tactician deck, epic commands and colors. Disclaimer, this is not a how-to to play the game. This is not anything along those lines. So don't be surprised if I mess something up along the way. Otherwise, I think that's it. Alright, so enough hemming and hawing. Let's flip the cards over for each side. I will be pausing sometimes, but as you can see, in order to fit everything on the table, I have to do it this way, and remains to be seen if I should have put all this stuff on the opposite side. But this is how we're rolling. These over. I do have the courier rack here that I'll be using and choosing cards from as well. So all of the base commands and colors rules and epic rules are in play here. The French go first, and I can already tell you there will be a lot of back and forth goings from table side to table side. Okay, so French go first. Let's look at the epic rules here. And I'm going to pause already. Make sure I've got everything where it needs to be, and then we'll come right back. Alright, so French, I'm going to choose a command card. What do we have to choose from? We have cavalry charge, leadership, scout right flank, probe center, attack left flank. I'm going to use the attack left flank card. That's going to allow me to maneuver 3 units. So probably need this to see how far they can roll. So 3 units on this side here. And we'll bring these 3 in the bottom here up, which is, I don't even know. Is that light cavalry? I think it is. As mentioned, back and forth, back and forth. Let's see. And no, we have a heavy cavalry here and a light cavalry here. Let's go with the heavy cavalry. Should be 1 to 2 in battle, so we'll move up 2. Let's go here. Horse artillery should be 2 as well. Yeah. Put him here. I did go to at least, I can't remember, at least 3 parades, different parades. The one I spent the most time at is always Endymion, because that takes place in the area of New Orleans that I live, so spend the most time at that parade. And this, as mentioned, is light cavalry, so that should be 3. Yeah. Where do we want to put them? Swing around here. 1, 2. Yes, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Move the scrub out of the way. And should probably mark them so I don't get them confused. Or mark the heavy cavalry, rather. Is that the only heavy cavalry? Yes. So we need to mark the heavy cavalry and do that real quick. Did you go there? Alright, light cavalry, heavy. Everything else is light cavalry for the French, it's only heavy cavalry. And for the British, it should be easier to differentiate because we've got those two in the center, which are heavy, and this one way over here, which is light, so I won't need to keep track of who's what there. Alright, that was the French turn. Put this back. Draw a new card. We'll pick take command any section. Issue an order to 1 leader. Yeah, let's take that. Thank you very much. And put this back. Alright. Pretty sure that's how it works. Anything weird? Attack the no, okay. If I can move this stuff that's in the way. Go figure. I have new ways of marking troops when they're in cities or woods. We'll see how that goes and if I have them do it. But my intention is to do it in a new way. Alright, now it is the British turn. They can attack left flank. We have 2 aligned cards, cavalry charge, attack center. I take that back now, and remember we want to hold the ridge, so as far as moving out, yeah, here's why. I'll show you. Attack center. That's going to be 3, and here's why. Again, because we want. Let's put this is guard grenadiers. Let's put them right here. I believe it's only 1 move they can do. I have the center stand pushed out just a hair to differentiate from everybody else. I know they're guard grenadiers, so that's 1. And then the other guy was, what is the other guy? Guard grenadiers. Portuguese line, is that what this is? Oh, I forgot all these guys. So the other thing that I've done is anybody that's Portuguese hugs, except I didn't seem to do that here, hugs the side of this hex, of a hex. So I can know that they're Portuguese, and for some reason I didn't do that. And that's a quick, easy little hint or trick or tip. So you don't have 5,000 markers everywhere. You can place within your hex, my hexes are big enough to do this, the placement within the hex can determine who is what, so I think that's good. Alright, so I move them up, which means I want to move, and that should be 1 move for a Portuguese line, and it is Portuguese line. So we'll pull him up in this gap that was vacated by the Guard Grenadiers. That'll be our 2nd move. That's our Portuguese there because they hugged the side. And we want to pull this British line up to the edge of this ridge here. That'll be our 3. And if you'll notice, all the French are set up just for, again, looks in column while all the British are set up in line, because that's typically what each nationality favored. You can argue that if you like. Okay, that should be our 3, yes? Alright, now it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, the other thing I should mention, I didn't mention this in the preview. The British have 6 command cards while the French have 5. So if you can hear that, that's somebody rolling by slowly with some crap music. Alright, we'll take this and this back to the French, who had just picked up this take command any section. And with this command card, you've got 3 stars in the upper right. The 3 stars allow a player to order up to 3 additional units and or leaders to make a march move. So that's a big bonus. Let me see here. Take command any section. Issue an order to 1 leader and any section, the leader and units in up to 3 adjacent linked contiguous hexes. Let me pause this and make sure I do this correctly. So we're over here on the right flank with this take command in each section. I've chosen the right because they're the furthest back. Well, the most that are furthest back from the ridge. And we can do the leader and units in up to 3 adjacent linked contiguous hexes to the leader. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3 if we do it like that. Why wouldn't we? 1, 2, let's do this 1, 2, 3 here. Or is it 3? 3 up to 3 adjacent. Let's do it this way. 1, 2, 3, and then the unit that the hex that the leader's in, so we'll pull him up here. That is a having moved. We want to mark that, right? So we don't lose track, which is what I do. I am the king of lose track. So they moved, but they can still fire moving range fire. So that's 1. He was here, right? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I'm not trying to make this any more complicated than it needs to be, but I want to do it correctly. So there's 1. And these are all, looks like we have a light here. And the lights can go up to 2. Well, he's happy there though. So there's 1, 2, so these 2, this guy here is happy there. And this guy here is all moved. Now the other thing with this card is it has the 3 stars, so when that occurs you can move additional march move stuffs. Must be in the same section. Can't end adjacent or start adjacent. Okay. And guess what? It says to keep track of what units are doing which. Well, that's what I'm doing. So 3 additional. Let's pull up, is that 3 additional anybody or 3 additional infantry? Additional units. So let's move 3 additional units. Foot artillery is going to go 1, and that is foot artillery. No, it's horse artillery here. So what is that? That's foot artillery. Okay. Foot artillery is 1, so that'll be our first bonus march move. Second bonus march move will be the horse artillery. Move 2. I should probably pause the camera to do this. Tedious relocation. And then third march move will be, let's go with a line unit. He's going to move 1 because that's what he does. He'll move right here. Relocate this. So yeah, these hedges I've used to mark the borders. I've cut them the length of the hex so I can pull it out. Still center the troops in the hex. Alright, now we have range fire to take care of. All along here, as if I don't have enough to worry about. Let's go over here for a second. Discard this. Don't think I'll hang on to this. Give me this and some more of these. So I'll have a dice tray on each side of the table. Got the big bad custom made dice tray out here again after a long hiatus. Okay. Line, moving range fire is 2 dice going right in here. Right in where? Right in here. What did I say, 2 dice? We're looking for 1s and 2s. We got a hit. They'll take a hit. Mark them. Let's use these, huh? Mark them with a hit. This gentleman here. It's going to be 1s and 2s as well, however. Here we are. However, they're in woods, and woods is what? -1. So it's just going to be 1 die. Looking for 1s and 2s. Why did I roll 2 dice? 1 die. Nope, nothing there. And same deal here, 1 die. No, wait, that's light infantry. So that's going to be different. I'm going to guess 2 dice. Light infantry ranged fire is typically 3 dice. And then -1 for the wood, so yes, 2 dice. So 1s and 2s, we get a hit. So there's another hit. I think that's Portuguese light infantry we're firing at there. At least I'm pretty sure. Put that there. And again, I've racked my brain on how to represent hits. I suppose I could take units away instead of using dice, but then the number of units also help me keep track of who's what, so I guess that's the best way to do it. Okay, that was the prolonged French turn. Was it not? Yes, let's draw a card. We want. Do we already have a leadership? Yes, let's take. I don't have a center. I do have a center. I don't have a left. There's no left to take. I'm going to take this attack center card. Replenish that. Head to the British. What the British want to do? Let's do one of these guys for the British. What do you say? 1 on the left, 2 in the center, 1 on the right. There are no 3 stars. 1 on the left. Let's pull up. I need this. This battle's too big. Just back here. We have regular British line. He's going to move up 1. That'll be our 1. Occupy this back part of the ridge. And then 1 on the right. Let's pull up this Portuguese militia unit right here. It'll be our one on the right. We really want to, as the British occupy as much of this ridge as possible and then just sit. Because that again is what the French want to try and get. So, won't be a lot of forward momentum for the British here. Alright, and then two in the center. These are both Portuguese line, so we'll push one up here. And one here. That'll be the British turn. Okay, they're done. Discard, draw a new card. Take this attack center, which gives 3. Back to the French. So, just to refresh, there are no turns in commands and colors. It is victory banners, and each side is going to need a total of 13 victory banners, although the French get a temporary victory banner for each hex worth of ridge we can take. So in theory we could get all our banners by taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The right flank and ridges and most of the center and win. Okay, French turn. Let's do 3 up the center. Three up the center. That should be, let's go ahead and take, and here's where we're going to do my thing. What's your thing? Here's my representation of how we're going to occupy a city, because if you can tell, it's fairly elaborate with all the buildings and roads and stuff. So, with this French line unit here, we're going to mark it with a 3 to represent that being there, and then we'll have this French unit off map with a 3 by him, kind of like the way squares work in commands and colors. It's just easier and less fiddly to have to deal with. And then we'll push these two French line up, so that'll be second move, third move. Now there's no victory banner for taking a town or a village or whatever, but defensive value is fairly decent. Additionally, excuse me, we can do moving range fire up on the ridge from here with this French line unit, so that's going to be maybe. It's already down to 2 for moving, and then we'll subtract 1 for the hill, so it's going to be 1 die. What the hell? 1s or 2s? How about nothing? What's a 6? Oh, I forgot about flags. Which is a 5. 6 is nothing. Okay. So that should be it, yes? That was the French turn. Discard. Let's take this 1, 1, 1 for all sections. Back to the British. Attack left flank. Okay, attack left flank. Let's fire some, move and fire some stuff off. This is Portuguese light infantry. They can move 1 or 2 in that battle. Let's move 1, 2. That'll be done. Portuguese light. He cannot fire. Because he moved 2. That leaves these guys standing range fire because they didn't do a damn thing. They've each taken a hit though, so that means This light unit is only a 2 strength. This, what is that? That's a Portuguese light and a British light. Okay, I'm better. Portuguese light, as I mentioned, is already, there we go, Portuguese light. Down to 2 dice. Firing here. 5s matter, so 1s, 2s, but 5s also matter. Well, we got nothing. Alright, so that's done. And then this unit here, which is British light, of whopping 5 strength down to 4 strength because they took a hit, so that's 4 dice. Let me double check. Light, yeah, 4 dice. 1s, 2s, 5s matter. Well, nothing. Okay, that was fruitless. What next? Don't know. What's next? Discard this card. Draw a new card. Don't. That's not how you do it. Let's take this attack right flank card. And now you do this. Back to the French. After this, we'll check the time. Let's do a, for the French here, we kind of force, that's 1 in each section. Easy enough. Let's roll with the center first. We'll just pull him up. Done. This guy here, this section here rather, we want to move. I don't know that I need to do the number representation. I can just rearrange fairly easy. Doesn't matter if the woods stay the same or not. So that'll be the one there. They can fire. That is, there's no flag. My line units have a flag, so he's light. French light. Moving range fire. It has 3 dice. Let's see if we can get something out of that. 1s, 2s, 5s matter. We got 1 hit, so now he's down to 2 hits. That was cool. That was our right. And then our left, we'll go ahead and do more representation for now. Or will we? What's the point of taking that town? I just don't see any point. We're out of range of fire, so there's really no point in doing anything there. Here's what I'll do instead. This is a line unit. We'll move him up here. That's the French turn. Alright. It made sense to do it here because you can fire from there. But not there. Not there. Alright, discard. And draw a new card. Let's take this right. 3, 4, put this back. British turn, but let's check time. I want to keep these relatively short. Oh, it's only 30 minutes, so we'll go at least another 20 or 30. British turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 2 Elan cards, which is kind of nice. Don't need them yet. Cavalry charge won't do me any good. Attack center isn't really going to help me. Again, we're waiting for the French to attack, and we don't want to move off of this ridge because we get a defensive bonus for remaining on the ridge when we're fired at. It's really useless to move off of it. I don't have anything on the left, which is what I want, because we have things we can fire at. But with the center and the right, I guess I gotta use this center card. And let's try and rearrange some stuff. We'll move this Portuguese line unit. We'll sidle over to the side here to cover that ridge hex. And we'll take his place with this one. That'll be our second move. Again, Portuguese line. How do I know that? Because they're hugging the side of the hex. And let's close this gap with what? Close that gap with some heavy cavalry. He can move 2. Put him right there. And that's our third move. Okay. We still have this ridge hex here that needs somebody on it. Not too worried about that yet. Alright. Draw a new card. Discard. Draw a new card. What do we want here? Bayonet charge, assault, right flank. Let's take that. Although I need to the left, right? So we'll take that. Draw another command card. That's 5. Back to the French. Slow go for the French. What do we have here? The most we can get for our dollar is 3 on the right at this point. I'll take that 3 on the right. 3 on the right. Which is here. Relocate all this stuff over here. 3 on the right. We can still fire, yes. Standing range fire, so we should be able to do some damage. Also they blended in, so kind of hard to tell. But we do have 3 rifle units here, 3 rifles there. I'm not going to waste firing into the town when these guys are in the open. So we'll take that shot, this shot, and this shot. All at that unit in the open. That's what it gets. So first is our light infantry, who is going to fire with 5 dice. Wow, really? 1s, 2s, but 5s also matter. Left to right, firing like thus. 1s, 2s, 5 also matter. There is another 2 hits. They're down to 4 hits. So then we have 1 left. And he's about to go right now. How do I know that? Because watch this. This is our line unit. That's going to be 4 dice. He did not hit anything with that. And line unit for 4 dice. There's our hit. He's going. That's how I know that. That's what he gets for standing in the open. Who was it? That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The big British light infantry unit that just got lit up. Hanging out there, doing nothing. So there's 1 victory banner for the French. Can I get my victory banner? So what would my victory banner be? That would be a British flag, not a French flag. So we'll put that here. We'll need 13 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Or was it 17? I don't remember. It was. So yeah, 13. So we'll start here and mark our way down. That was the French right. And that proved useful. French will draw a new card. Still don't have any lefts. I need a left. I'll take a center instead. Replenish courier rack. British turn. Oh, we got our left. With 3 stars, so that's 3 additional units and or leaders to make a march move. So it's 1, we'll fire here for the 1, and then 3 additional. him up here. That should be, yeah, that's British line. So there's our one. We're going to move him off the hill, which is maybe a bad idea. Right here. As our second, and then our third is this other British line unit up on the ridge. So there we go. And Portuguese light with 3 strength, lost 1. So 3 dice. 1, 2, 3. It says 4. That's crazy. Why would he fire that? Oh, that's right. It's 2, 2. So yeah, 3 dice. 3 dice. It is. 1s, 2s, 5s matter. We did get a 5, which can be ignored. Why? Because he is adjacent to a leader. So the bolster morale kicks in. Does it not? I'm checking. Battle back. Bolster morale. Also 2 or more friendly units, so he's good to go. Adjacent to 2 or more friendly units, which is what he is, so he stays right there. No retreat for him. That completes the British turn. Draw another card. Oh, let's take this giant left one we need. Okay, now it's the French. I'm gonna go with the center again. That's the most value for the card. 3 units. That'll put him here. That's 1. 2. Where's the third one going in here? In this mess, 3. Alright. No stars, so it's just the 3. Keep these looking nice and organized. Okay. I need little tiny movement trays for these guys, that's what I need. Nope. Put that back here. 1, 2, 3. Draw. It's a rally card. I don't know if that will help me with it. Yes, this right here. Take that, thank you. That's the assault right flank. Back to the British. We now have this assault left flank card. Order number of units or leaders equal to the command cards held in your hand. Well, that's going to be 6. So, with 6, light cavalry. 1, 2, 3. We'll put him here. It'll be 1 move. I want to mark these so I remember who did what. He moved. I'm keeping him there. Should I pull the foot artillery up into the town? Wouldn't that make sense? I think it would. Let's pull that up into the town there. So we'll mark it with 3. So we don't have to fiddle with all that stuff. And then the 3 here will be... This back hex row is not in play. It's just, don't ask. It's just here, but not in play. And this back hex row here, also not part of the game board. It's just is. But I can use it so I can easily see corresponding number representation there. up there. There's our 3. Okay. I've already lost track of what I've done here. That's 2 moves, 3, 4. And that's really all I care to do. Maybe wasteful, but that's what's happening. So, in here. No, that's not. Painted these guys and I'm not seeing them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 moves. That's what we'll do. 95th Rifles. I keep forgetting they're there because they're blending into the town. What a mess. Let's start with them. 95th Rifles is 4 dice. Let's fire that off. 1s, 2s, 5 matter. 5 matter. 4 dice. We got 2 hits and a 5. Nope, we don't. We got to re-roll that because I forgot the woods. So 3 dice. Now it's only 1 hit. Okay. There's done. 2 means 3. Yep, 3 dice for this light infantry unit here against the French line in column in the open. Is, what did I say, 3 dice? 1s, 2s, 5s matter. Wow. We can't ask for anything better. That's, well, 3 hits, I guess. 2 hits. And another 5, but again, that can be ignored. So he's cut in half. And 1, same distance. So we'll fire at him as well. And he is Portuguese light as well. So that should be 4 dice. This guy ain't gonna last much longer. We got 1 hit. So he's almost gone, but not quite. 3 hits on him. That was a British turn. French turn. I'm going to use this assault right flank card, which allows me to order 5 units. These are light cavalry, so up to 3. Do I want to even do that though? And can I? 1, 2. 5 units. Okay, let's fire here. Fire here. 2. Fire here. That's 3. Fire here. That's 4. We're gonna move up here into this nonsense. And do moving range fire. Cat's got the zoomies running around. Upside down to represent that. Okay. Is that light? French light? It is French light, I believe. Start there. At the 95th Rifles. French light, full strength, 5 dice. But since he's firing into a town, we'll drop to 3 dice. 3 dice it is. 1s, 2s, 5s matter. We got 1 hit and a 5, which can be ignored. Why? Because he's in a town, I believe. we'll need representation, so there's a 1 die there for 1 hit. Let me verify that, where is this? There it is. Let me verify that. Do they ignore anything, right? Rifled infantry do not ignore anything, so they have no inherent ignorance, if you want to put it that way. And they do not. Huh. So they got pushed back? Is that what you're telling me they did? They got pushed back. There's nothing that, they don't have support, they don't have a leader. They got pushed back. So there they go, alright. This means we'll be firing here, I guess. That is French line will be 4, dropping to 3. Because the woods. 1s, 2s, 5. He might be being, he might have been pushed back as well. I did get 1 hit, so I'm gonna make that a 2. There's no leader, there's no, I think he's got a problem as well. I think he's getting pushed back. Woods, forest, if you will. Oh, and that is Portuguese light. May not ignore a damn thing. There's no excuse me, support. The leaders, he's getting pushed back. And he's down to 1 strength. So he's got problems. That means we'll be firing here. Alright. He's down to 1 strength, so that's 1 die, -1. Now he's in the open. Sucks to be him, so it is 1 die. Gets the hit. Mark it. What a shot with 1 die. Mark that. Take that away. Continue. That will be 4 dice. Nope. Those are light infantry. So that'll be 5 dice. We've got 1, 2, 3 hits. I think he's gone. Yes, he is. Bye-bye. Another victory banner for the French. I'll take that, thank ya. Put that right here. 2 victory banners, only 11 to go. Need to start taking hills. And these guys have already moved. So that's that. Alright, we're done. We need to discard this card. We need to look at what the British can do. Give me that. Discard. No, that's a French, yes. Give me this. And now it's the British. 50 minutes. We'll do 1 or 2 more turns here. Let's at least do this British turn. Let's move to the. I'll say that. Move to the right. I don't want to move to. Yeah, I can move to the right. This is going to be a piddly move, but here's what I want to do. I am going to move. Look, here's the deal. If I move this Portuguese line unit here, that is a good thing. But then I can also move 3 additional because this has 3 stars. So there's 1 additional to plug that gap. 2. We'll bring the leader up here. And I don't care about a 3 because there's nothing I can fire at and nowhere else I want to move, so that's done. All right. Probe left flank right there. Let's get right here. French. What do French want to do? We have 3 on the right. Should we keep pushing? I think we probably should. Although we can't ignore everybody else. So let's push 2 up the center. Which means firing here and is this light? No flag, he's light. Okay. 1, 2, and not battle. Guess what? He's taken temporary victory banner for taking that ridge. So there's 1 move. Give me my victory banner. 10 more to go. 3 victory banners. And firing here being line, so that's 4 dropping to 3 because of the hill. 3 dice. Ace 2s. 5s matter. We got 1 hit on the guard grenadiers there. And a 5, but that 5 can easily, I don't know what that was, easily be ignored. This guy back. And draw a new card. Let's take this, replenish that. British, I'm liking this 2 on the left card here because that can put us back in this town for our first move and give us moving ranged fire. All in 1 just for the cost of 1 move. And I'm not using the number because it's a small unit that fits in there just fine. Moving ranged fire. 1 move. Second move. We have artillery that we want to fire, I think. Let's try that here somewhere. It'll be 1, 2, 3 hex range. Let's start with the artillery. We haven't had any of that take place yet. That is, I believe, foot artillery, yes. British foot artillery. 3 hex range. That's 2 dice. Firing where? Firing here. So they're in the open, that's 2 dice. 1s, 2s, 5s matter. We got a 5, can be ignored. I'm sorry that was there. Got nothing. That's not true, there's a hit. 5 can be ignored, so let's mark the hit. It's funny because my brain just totally did not acknowledge that hit. Don't know why. It's pro-French bias. Alright, there's that. And moving range fire for the rifles that move back into the town is going to be what? Rifle light infantry, ranged fire, full strength? Nope. 2, it's going to be 1 die. Because they're moved and they're firing into the woods. 1s, 2s, or 5s. We got, oh, they got a hit. These guys are now half strength. Who'd have thunk it? Okay, all done there. All done there. Put this back. This card back. Draw a new card. I'll take that. Thank you. Flank attack. 2 on the left, 2 on the right. Perfect. And last turn. And then it'll be about an hour. Last turn, it's going to be the French Started with the French, we're going to end with the French. 3 on the right. Let's do this. Let us do this. 3 on the right. What are we doing exactly? I don't know. Let's fire. Or is it 3 on the right? Let's fire again at the 95th Rifles. Fire again at the 95th Rifles. That's 2 and 3. We're actually going to push up now and conduct moving ranged fire at the artillery. That's probably a bad idea, but that's what we're doing. Moving ranged fire, upside down arrow to denote having moved. Alright, first we have, is that town? You know what, we may have to do something different here. -2. We're gonna have to assault that damn town. Let me pause and see how this is gonna go. Silly me, there's no assault. You must be adjacent to gauge in melee combat, so we'll set them up for the next go. Right here. There's 1. Let's do our fire here maybe. Which is going to be 3. No, it's not. We're going to set them up for melee as well. Because they're just firing at those dudes in the town and absorbs 2 hits. That's too much. That's just too much. These guys are going to fire. No, they can't either. Because they moved, firing, they don't have enough to fire into the town. So that's going to be the anticlimactic French turn. But we have set ourselves up for melee. Or put us in as targets for melee of the 95th Rifles, but they're down to 2. They're not going to do much, I don't think. Discard this. Pick up this. Replenish. Alright, so to recap, it's been about an hour now. I feel like most of the action's taking place in this third of the board. Hardly anything going on over here. A little bit more here, but mostly on this side. We have 3 victory banners that we've taken. As the French, the British have none. We did finally take our first hill up here, but any 5s rolled in an attack against them are going to easily push them right off that ridge, so they'll lose that. So I need to reinforce those guys sooner than later. Probably should have considered that before now. And I think that pretty much does it for now. Until next time, thanks guys for watching. Any questions, comments, rants, praise, please place that at the bottom of the video. If you watch these videos and you're not a subscriber, what the hey-ho. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, it's relatively painless. Why would you not be a subscriber? For those of you that are subscribers, I do appreciate it. As always, thanks for watching and be safe.